Hello, it's Jo Harris, and today we're looking at digital video tools for learning. First of all, let's look at the technical aspects of, once again, they can be owned by individual or groups. It's a way for you to interact with your audience, and obviously you need to host it somewhere like YouTube would be the biggest host of, and then after that comes TeacherTube, and you can also use Google Drive, of course. There are a number of providers. There are apps that you can use like iMovie to record videos, and there's other programs that you can load onto your computer like Camtasia, which is what I use. The important thing is just to choose one and become familiar with it. So what can digital video do? Well, it's definitely multimodal because you use your visual skills as well as your auditory skills through narration or the embedding of audio files on top of the visual. And it's also kinesthetic because it's moving like this one is. And you can embed it in your website through YouTube or Google Forms or into your blog, anywhere digitally, wiki space that you choose. Fantastic creative expression. You can use PowerPoint, iMyMap are my two favorite. You can use pictures of picture stills, which you can then convert into animation or stop motion movies. It's really everything, and I like iMyMap, which I'm using here today because it's unexpected, which gets past the RAS system, and there's really no limit of your creative expression or duration of videos. Obviously, you need to keep in mind your viewer, that they're not going to get bored and switch off. So what are the structures of videos? Well, you need to decide what is your message to communicate, who's your audience, how are they going to access it. If through the internet, then obviously you're going to use cloud technology to host it. You can also record it onto a DVD, of course. Creation of videos is really, you need to create a storyboard to link to the learning intent and outcomes is the best way to plan, and then you just simply record via a program like I'm using screen capture of my computer using Camtasia, or you can use your webcam and you record you, for example, or you can use your iPad or iPhone and use the camera function, which has a video capability, or within that you can also use apps like iMovie, or you can also use your digital camera. It's particularly if you're going to do it that way, make sure it's got a USB connector so you can plug it straight into your computer to download it, and you can use it for tours like David Attenborough's The Naturalist does, for animation, interviews, experiences, surfing. You know, a big thing is at the moment people are attaching videos to their surfing or skydiving experiences, which is lots of fun, and you can use it for modeling how-to guides. For example, my daughter watches YouTube constantly for new hairstyles. Thank you, YouTube, for challenging me on braiding. A simple plait used to be pretty good, but oh my gosh, you should see the braids we get up to now. Thank you, YouTube. There are other digital content that you can string into your video, and obviously you just record it, then you edit, cut, add title clips, transitions, layers of audio files, for example, or special effects, pointers, distortion of images. Really, it's just up to your technical ability and just having a play with it. Historically, videos, I can't help but think of Thomas Edison. I was lucky enough to go to his home in the States and have a look at the very first movie studio in the world, and that was with the old-fashioned cinematographer, and it was a house that was like a greenhouse. It was just simply built of glass so that they could get good light whilst capturing it, and of course there was no audio attached to those videos. And traditionally we've had to go to the movies, and I remember my grandmother telling me stories of her. She used to go to the movie theatre in Nambour and play the piano to accompany the silent movies. And then we moved to TV and then to YouTube, and now it's on our personal device. You can have a DVD player. My daughter's got a little one, or you can make the switch to digital and have an iPad, iPod, and even now we've got for Christmas as a family the Apple TV, and we can now view our iPad on the television screen at home and make it a shared viewing, which is fantastic. And then there's also apps like you can view TV channels on demand like iView for ABC or Channel 7. It's also used in gaming, reading skills, and my son, I reckon his reading skills went through the roof when he got hooked on poker, and he had to read the instructions to be able to continue playing. So there is a great cultural history for us in terms of digital video, and never before have we had the access to create our own as we do now. So what are the learning outcomes that it gives teachers? Well, really you just got to organise it and choose the communication, observe, and then reflect, and then create different ways that you can use video in your classroom. And obviously you can use it as an an assessment tool, you can use it as a teaching tool to deconstruct skills displayed. I know that my husband was a phys ed teacher and they used to take videos of athletes in action to deconstruct how to make a specific move in long jump, for example, or playing netball. You can use it as assessment to do role plays. We used to use that in sales. We do video each other doing our sales pitch and then deconstruct. So there's another way that we could do it with students. Students love video, have fun exploring and creating videos, but the key is that they need to decide what their message is, what are the ideas they want to portray, what's the narration, is it going to be dramatic or is it going to be informative, like a how-to video on hairstyles, like I was saying, or modeling a specific skill like cooking, or really where do we start? YouTube, how to solve maths equations, and it's also can be reflective, like you can capture a moment in time like a school camp. It can be observational. You observe nature in action on a slow motion camera, so you can observe 24 hours bird life landing on a pond. You can be analytical. You can make it into a tour. You can make it into an ad, like create a trailer for, and my daughter at the moment is hooked on iMovie trailers, and there's so much fun to make. It can also be commentary, and these are all sourced from this resource here. Obviously it's about making that storyboard and then choosing your vehicle, because it's very learner centered and they get that instant feedback, and it's great for their civic success and their movie making skills, but they obviously need to be aware of cyber safety and working with others and researching their topic. If we view digital videos through the SAMR lens, an example that I've come up with is that in substitution you'd search for videos to watch in the internet, like on YouTube or TED TV or on a DVD or TV. Augmentation, you insert a link of that video into a blog post, which is a reflection of your learning, which is what I'm doing right this very minute. Modifications, you create and record your own video of a specific topic, either individual or in group context. And redefinition is you create the video of a PowerPoint presentation of artifacts and pictures from a field trip that you put onto YouTube and then embed in website or wiki with audio files and links to Google Drive. So that's it. I hope you've enjoyed watching it, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye for now.